going for the Phillies.
They acquired him at the Dwight. Hassan Kim has changed the way he is.
His numbers in the leadoff spot pretty darn good.
And the Phillies, Avila's first pitch of the night is going to miss up top for ball. Padres had a couple chances to tie the game up late in the 8th and the 9th.
Opportunities, as you mentioned, you score 7 runs, you get 10 hits, you expect to win, right?
Absolutely. Now Schwarber, and he fouls it back to the screen. And again, got his 40th here last night, as that'll miss for Avila. Changeup away. 2-2. Well, the Phillies have won 9 of their last 13 games. That is ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Schwarber. He did. Padres K9 for details. Here's a grounder to short. Could be 2 to second for 1. On to first. It is 55 runs batted in, and getting the start at first base defensively. One thing for later in this game. There's a liner to center and diving to make the catch. Soto, he's in left field. Machado the DH. Bogarts at short. Campusano does the 75 average. Game 135 for him. Game 140 for the Pot. Line foul down the left field line into the seats.
The pitcher approach, he fills the zone with all of his pitches. You will get something to hit.
Foul back to the screen. Yesterday, there's a ground ball headed to shortstop. Sosa's got it. His throw is just in.
Pitches, mix them in nicely.
Swing and a miss for Fernando. All right, incoming is Castellanos on a slant. He gets there. Well, Juan Soto, big part of that, as you mentioned, in their first strike. He's played in every one. A little Soto shuffle for you there to Lorenzen, 1-1. Slider, 2-1 pitch is going to miss for ball 3. Lorenzen not happy with his last delivery.
Yeah, and you mentioned Bills.
They've had that kind of run support, and it's helped. Soto sends one foul down the left field line, out of play. Starts after his no-hitter. Soto swung and missed, and now will be tagged. Didn't run initially as the ball just ends up landing on the plate, and he realizes now I got to go. Boom to lead it off, and he'll take strike 1. Who started at first base last night starts at third base tonight, and Chitation fouled off to the right, out of play. Gets the arms out of the way, but it's called a strike. Wow, thank you. Here in the second inning for Bryson Stott. Today's game. So he snapped out of that slump quite well. It's time now for the Kia player profile.
5 swings, depending on the count.
Left side, batting the third baseman in the shortstop spot, throws him out. And the recipient of strike 1 starts him with a curveball. That has been called a strike at times.
Yep.
Line in the center field and a base hit for Brandon Marsh. So no 1-2-3. 234 average coming into tonight's action. And a swing and a foul tip. 5 homers and 19 runs batted in to go along with the 234. See bats. Ball and a strike to Cave. Struggled lately, 2 for his last 20 at the plate, and a swing and a miss. Evens account at 2-2. There's the fastball at 93. On the ground to first, a high hop for Carpenter, who tags the bag that ends.
The Padres will try to break this 0-0 tie as they get their chance to hit here in the bottom of the second inning. And over the rest of the season, they've only been hitting 247 on the heater. That's the lowest in all of Major League.
Again, thanks very much. Michael Lorenzen deals right center. Brandon Marsh moves into right center. Got a double in yesterday's game and a walk. And
another thing I've noticed about Xander is a lot of the guys.
Lines it to left, and that's going to be a base hit in front of Cave. Could have been called a strike, was called a ball. On the ground to short, could be 2 to second for 1, on to first. It is 2. 4.
But it's interesting to me that the Phillies continue to slot him in at the leadoff spot.
The one thing that you could argue is that you would rather have him hit somewhere further down where there were more guys on when he hit.
And look at all these home runs and the pop that they have in the OPS on this club. Why not? I love the idea. Gone in this lineup. Why not?
Now, Rob has said he's counting on these guys leaning on the homer, as you guys have talked.
Clubhouse side of things, that he is very big in that clubhouse and has, of course, playoff experience.
This roster for the Phillies, there's a lot of guys that fit that type of personality and attitude.
Here's the number that is probably going to keep them in that leadoff spot. They're 50 and 34.
As batting here is Stubbs. Lengthy at bat for Sosa before he walked.
It's unconventional, obviously. If he strikes out, I love the guy.
Clubhouse, of course, you have Bryce Harper too, but they're all credited with the resurgence of.
Had the chance to be call 3 World Series teams, and in all those instances, formula to get you to the next level.
You know, Mud too. That's so challenging.
But when he gets on base, here he is right now. What is he going to do? How is he going to pitch to him?
And their offense right now, terrific. The last couple of weeks, really picked it up.
This is a team.
They're fighting to host the wild card series, unlike last year where they had to sneak in as the visitor.
A 1-1 pitch. And that is in the dirt, blocked by Campusano. No advance for the base runners. The 8-9 guys are able to provide you with some stuff, and that really sets up this leadoff hitter. Schwarber, leadoff hitter, certainly more than Schwarber in that regard, especially the way Kim has really changed.
It's your particular lineup and organization.
Right. Who's on your roster? Right center. Incoming is Grisham, and he'll.
We see the numbers. We see what it does.
One thing the Phillies offense did not do well yesterday, despite 9 runs. Pickoff play at second, but he's back safely.
Three looks.
Ground ball to shortstop, could be 2 to second for 1 on to first. It is. It's been a long season for Carpenter. 176 average.
Every day trying to stay prepared. A true pro, right?
Absolutely. So I've allowed pitching in and out of trouble last inning. Pretty impressive. The 2 walks to the 8-9 hitters to begin the inning. Swing and a miss for Carpenter. There's that slider down and in, and he strikes out. Rifles it foul, off to the right out of play. Ground ball left side. The third baseman Bohm cuts it off and slings it. 3 starts since, though, allowing 8 hits in each game, posting a 7.80 ERA. And you wonder if he's tiring down the stretch here. Throwing 137. 1-2 pitch is tapped foul. And now a quick word from Kia.